Hola amigos, ¿cómo estás? Espero que todos estén bien. Welcome to my channel Hola amigos, me llamo Ekta. So as you know that in my previous session I have covered Spanish question words like cuánto, dónde, por qué, cuál, cómo, etc. Vale? So this particular session is in continuation to that session. So I will be covering those question words in Spanish which I am unable to cover in my previous session. So vamos a empezar. So let's start with cuántos or cuántas. Cuántos or cuántas. So cuántos or cuántas can translate to how many in English. So it is used to ask about countable quantity. It is used to ask about countable quantity in masculine or feminine plural forms. So for masculine we will be using cuántos, or for feminine we will be using cuántas. Por ejemplo, ¿cuántos libros tienes? How many books do you have? ¿Cuántos amigos tienes? How many friends do you have? Then if I have to use feminine form, then I will be using cuántas. ¿Cuántas personas hay en tu familia? How many persons are there in your family? ¿Vale? So cuántos or cuántas means how many in English. The next one is quién. Quién translates to who in English. Quién translates to who in English. And it is generally used to talk about questions. So it is generally used to ask question about people. So quién is generally used to ask questions about people. Por ejemplo, quién es él? Who is he? ¿Quién es él? Who is he? Then quiénes son ellos? Who are they? Because here it's a plural form of say. So quiénes son ellos? Who are they? No sé quién llamo. I don't know who called. No sé quién llamo. I don't know who called. So this is about cuántos, cuántas and quién. So cuántos, cuántas means how many. Quién means who. Earlier I have explained you cuántos or cuántas, that means how many. And cuántos or cuántas used with masculine or feminine plural. Vale. Now this is cuánto or cuánta, which means how much. It is used with masculine or feminine singular. Depend on in what sentences we are using cuánto and in what sentences we are using cuánta. Vale? So it is also used when asking about a quantity or amount, or in exclamatory sentences as well. Por ejemplo, ¿cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? ¿Cuánto cuesta? ¿Cuánto cuesta? How much does it cost? Vale? ¿Cuánta agua necesitas? ¿Cuánta agua necesitas? How much water do you need? ¿Cuánta agua necesitas? How much water do you need? ¿Vale? Then ¿cuánto trabajo? In exclamatory sentences, how much work? Other uses as well, like ¿cuánto tiempo? How long? Right? ¿Cuánto antes? As soon as possible. Then cuánto hay hasta allá? How far it is from there. Vale? Now cuánto without accent mark. It sometimes means as much as many as much as many as whatever, or it is used to introduce clauses that describe quantity or extent. Por ejemplo, cuanto más estudio, más aprendo. The more I study, the more I learn. Vale? So this is about cuánto or cuánta. Now I will let you know cuándo. Okay, the next one is cuándo with accent and cuándo without accent, which means when in English. Which means when in English. Okay, so first of all I'll explain you cuándo with accent. So cuándo with accent is used for questions and used for statements. Por ejemplo, ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? Cumpleaños means birthday. So, ¿cuándo es tu cumpleaños? When is your birthday? Second, no sé cuándo vendrá. I don't know when he will come. No sé cuándo vendrá. I don't know when he will come. Vale? So, cuándo with accent is used for asking questions or used for statement. These are the two examples which I have given you so that you can understand it. Now, cuándo without accent. Cuándo without accent connects clauses to indicate time or circumstances. Por ejemplo, te llamaré cuando llegue a casa. I will call you when I get home. Vale? Secondly, cuando era niña jugaba en el parque. Vale? When I was a child, I played in the park. When I was a child, I played in the park. When I was a child, I played in the park. So this is about cuando with accent and cuando without accent. Now I will explain you what's the use of porque in Spanish. So now I will explain you porque. So the first one is porque with space and with accent mark, and second one is without space and without accent mark. So porque with space or with accent mark means why, and porque without space or without accent means because. So basically porque is used when asking a question to inquire about a cause or reason for something. Vale? Por ejemplo, first I'll tell you the porque with space or with accent mark, that means why. Por ejemplo, the first one is porque estás triste. Triste means sad, and if you have for why we have used estás in this sentence. So if you have watched my earlier video, I have mentioned that for temporary situation we will use estar verb. Since that person is sad for a particular moment of time, that's why we have used estás. Vale? So porque estás triste, that means why are you sad. Then porque llegaste tarde, why did you arrive late? Why did you arrive late? So this is about porque with space or with accent mark. Next one is porque without space or without accent mark. That means because. Estoy triste porque perdí a mi perro. I am sad because I lost my dog. Estoy triste porque perdí a mi perro. A mi perro. So I am sad because I lost my dog. Second, estudio español porque me gusta. I study Spanish because I like it. I study Spanish because I like it. So here you have seen that we have used porque without space or without accent mark. So basically this is because. This translates to because in English, and porque with space and with the accent mark is why. Vale? Now I will explain you donde. So now the last one is donde with accent mark and donde without accent mark. So basically donde means where. So basically donde means where. So first of all I'll explain you donde with accent mark. So it is used to ask a question about the location. So it is used to ask question about the location or to refer to a place. So basically donde with accent mark is used to ask a question about location or to refer to a place. Vale, por ejemplo, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? Where is the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Biblioteca means library. Where is the library? Then ¿dónde está el baño? Where is the bathroom? Where is the bathroom? Right? So now I'll explain you donde without accent mark. So basically this form is used as a relative adverb to connect clauses. So basically this form is used as a relative adverb to connect clauses. Por ejemplo, la casa donde vivo es muy grande. The house where I live is very big. The house where I live is very big. Vale? So this is the difference between donde with accent mark and donde without accent marks. So now I have covered all the Spanish question words. I'll request you please watch my first session and this particular session to gain knowledge about all Spanish question words. I will be soon coming with my next video. Until then, see you soon. Adios.